सर्वधर्मस्थापकत्वं सर्वधर्मस्वरूपकः आचार्याणां महाचार्यो रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. O establisher of all the faiths, embodiment of all the religions, the greatest teacher among all the teachers, O Sri Ramakrishna, my salutations to you. Namaste, pranam. We, like the typhoid patient in the room surrounded by all those jars of pickles and the pitchers of water, we have all these worldly temptations and attractions surrounding us. We are lying in this world with that fever of worldliness. Now, how that typhoid patient can be recovered from that fever of typhoid? He has to be away from the pitchers of water. He has to be away from those jars of pickles, all those spicy temptations they are surrounding him. He has to be away from all those temptations, all those distractions. Likewise, Sri Ramakrishna says, we have to get into solitude once in a while. We have to get away from these temptations. We have to get away from these attractions so that we don't get tempted by the worldly enjoyments. Get into solitude, just the child and the mother, just the servant and the master, just the devotee and the deity. Chant the name, sing the glories, and be one with your Ishta. That is what Sri Ramakrishna says by way of getting into solitude. It is not that getting into solitude also we keep on thinking about all those worldly temptations and attractions. No. When we get into solitude, it is only me and my mother. It is only me and my master. It is only me and my Ishta. That is the strong association one should cultivate and develop getting into solitude. And then Sri Ramakrishna also told that one mistake that the propagators like the worshippers of the formless aspect of the God normally they make, like the Brahmos, through their new dispensation that they had started projecting now, they had started preaching about the formless aspect of the God. And then Sri Ramakrishna says that, do you know where those who speak of formless God make their mistakes? The biggest mistakes that they make is, it is where they say that God is formless only. That is the mistake they make. God is formless only. God cannot be in the form. And that those who differ with them are wrong. That is the mistaken attitude that the Brahmos are taking, Sri Ramakrishna says. If God is formless, God can also have the form. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, but I know that God is both with and without form. The one who is formless also takes forms, and in forms not just one or two. He may have many more aspects, not just one or two or 10 or 100 or 1,000 incarnations or forms. Many more, many aspects. It is possible for him to be everything. The one indivisible Satchidananda, the one limitless Brahman, who has created this creation. To our eyes, this creation seems to be so vast, although it also has limits. But for us, it is a vast, limitless creation. How many solar systems, how many galaxies. So for that God, is it not possible to create n number of forms, n number of deities, n number of gods and goddesses? Very much possible for him, one who has created these myriads of forms, one who has created these millions and millions of beings. Can't that one indivisible being, the Satchidananda, create so many forms? And then Sri Ramakrishna spoke about the realization that the Divine Mother herself gave to him about how all these different forms are but the representation. They are carrying the same divinity with it. Outwardly they may appear different. Outwardly they may appear man and woman. Outwardly they may appear high and low. Outwardly they may appear pure and impure. Outwardly they may appear good and bad, the holy and unholy. But they are all carrying the same divine light within them. And this understanding the Divine Mother gave to Sri Ramakrishna when he was meditating one day. Sri Ramakrishna is narrating that experience, that teaching. He said the Chitsakti Mahamaya has become the 24 cosmic principles. This entire creation is nothing but 24 cosmic principles. The Pancha Mahabhuta, our faculties, our senses, all this contribute to the 24 cosmic principles. And all these 24 cosmic principles, because of which we perceive this creation, all these principles are nothing but the projection created by the Chitsakti, created by the Mahamaya. The Chitsakti Mahamaya has become the 24 cosmic principles. One day I was meditating. My mind wandered away to Rashke's house. Rashke was one sweeper, scavenger. Now, Sri Ramakrishna, my mind wandered away to his place. He is a scavenger. I said to my mind, stay there, you rogue. Don't enter this house. This house belongs to a scavenger. This house belongs to a lowly person. Don't enter this house. Otherwise, you will get polluted. You're a Brahmin. How can you enter the house of such a lowly person who is a scavenger? And then Sri Ramakrishna had his learning from the Divine Mother herself. I said to my mind, stay there, you rogue. And then the Divine Mother revealed to me that the men and women in this house were mere masks. The men and women who were living in that house, they were mere masks. They were mere facades. They were mere toys and dolls. Inside them was the same divine power, Kundalini, that rises up through the 6 spiritual centers of the body. Each one of those men and women in the house of Rashke Bhita was carrying the divine light, was carrying the divinity, was carrying that Kundalini. And Kundalini, as we all have heard from the songs of Sri Ramakrishna, how Kundalini pierces the 6 centers, the yogic centers in the body, and piercing all the 6 centers ultimately crosses the Sahasrara and gets into the mode of Samadhi. So each and every person in that house, whether man or a woman, they were so-called lowly in their birth, but they were all carrying the same Kundalini, the same divine power, the same serpentine power within them, which had the capability of getting Samadhi for each and every being in that household, the household of the scavenger. That was the great teaching that the Divine Mother, she taught her divine child that no one is high or low. So what, they are scavengers. They are also my children. They are also carrying the same divine light. Each and every person is carrying the same divine Kundalini within them. With the possibility, with everyone has got that opportunity that the Kundalini will rise, pierce through all the 6 senses, and each and every being has the potential to get to know about the Atman, to get to know the Brahma Jnana, to get to know the Atma Jnana. That is the kind of reality, that is the kind of understanding the Divine Mother gave Sri Ramakrishna. So, there is no high and low in the realm of divine. There is no men and women in the realm of divine. There is no differentiation of any way. There is no differentiation of any class. There is no differentiation of any race in the realm of divinity. All are same. All are the children of the same divine. All are the children of the same immortal bliss. So that was the teaching. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, so in order to have this understanding, in order to get rid of these differentiation, in order to get rid of this feeling of diversity, what should be done? Sri Ramakrishna says, take refuge in the Chitsakti, the Mahamaya. the best way to get rid of this ignorance, the best way to come out of this ignorance, the best way to come out of this veil created by the Mahamaya is to surrender to the Mahamaya herself. Why get into any kind of other problems, any other kind of other hardships? Just surrender to the Chitsakti, surrender to the Mahamaya. Take refuge in the Mahamaya, Sri Ramakrishna says. Take refuge in Chitsakti, take refuge in Mahamaya. And then say to God with the guileless heart, "O God, reveal thyself to me." When we have no clear path before us, what to do? Just with the guileless heart, be the simple child of the mother and pray. Pray to the God that, please show me the way. I don't know. Accept your ignorance. God, reveal thyself to me. I don't know who you are. And weep and pray to God, "Oh God, keep my mind away from woman and gold. Keep my mind away from those temptations of lust and greed, and dive deep," Sri Ramakrishna says. Dive deep into that mode of surrender at the lotus feet of the Divine Mother, at the lotus feet of the Lord. Can a man get pearls by floating or swimming on the surface? He must dive deep. If we keep on floating on the surface, if we keep on looking for the gems and diamonds and the pearls, we won't get anything on the surface. For that, we have to dive deep. We have to go deep to the base of that ocean. That is where we will find pearls. So Sri Ramakrishna again and again tells us, dive deep into that ocean of Satchidananda, and then you will get the true knowledge. You will get to understand all the truth, all the knowledge. The Lord, the Divine Mother, will herself shower it on you. One must get instruction from a guru. So, Guru will come in your life and Guru will show you the way. Guru will tell you, Guru will teach you the mantra, Guru will teach you the path. And when we start following that path will take us to our ultimate goal, to our ultimate objective, to the path of liberation, to the path of realization. One must get instruction from a guru. Once a man was looking for a stone image of Shiva. Now Sri Ramakrishna is telling one story. The person was looking for image of Shiva. Now where can I get the image of Shiva? He was just wondering, asking so many people. Person who knew where that image of Shiva can be found, that person came to him and he showed him the way. Someone said to him, "Go to a certain river. There you will find a tree. Near the tree is a whirlpool. Dive into the water there and you will find the image of Shiva." This person who knew where that image of Shiva is, he gave all those clear-cut instructions to this man who was searching for the idol of Shiva. He gave him, "This is where you will find that image of Shiva." And he showed him the path. So I say, one must get instruction from a teacher, one must get instruction from a guru, that where can we find the ultimate realization? Where can we find the Atma Jnana? Where can have the ultimate realization? Once Guru tells you, you are through of all the miseries, you are through of all the obstacles, you are through of all the roadblocks, and your path is clear. Once your teacher gives you the clear-cut instructions. But Sri Ramakrishna says, there again there is a but. Sri Ramakrishna says, don't consider your Guru as a mere human being. This is what Sri Ramakrishna says. That it is Satchidananda that comes in the form of Guru. Satchidananda Brahman comes in the form of that Guru to teach you, to show you the path. If a man is initiated by a human Guru, he will not achieve anything if he regards his Guru as a mere man. Of course, the Guru will come in the form of a human Guru. But if the disciple, oh, my Guru is just a human being, he has given me this mantra to repeat, I will repeat it, I don't know what will happen. If with that kind of faith the disciple starts the progress, that starts the journey, then he will not lead to anywhere. The Guru should be regarded as the direct manifestation of God because Guru is giving us that ultimate mantra, that ultimate path Guru is showing us. Only then can the disciple have faith in the mantra given by the Guru. Once a man has faith, he achieves all. Have the faith. Have the faith that your Guru is representation of that Satchidananda. Satchidananda has sent that Guru to you. He's not just a mere human Guru, but the representation of the Satchidananda. Have that faith. Have the faith in the Guru as well as the mantra that Guru has given you. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, you see the kind of progress that one makes on this spiritual journey. The Shudra Ekalavya learnt archery in the forest before a clay image of Drona. We all know the story of Ekalavya. How Drona has shunned Ekalavya from teaching him archery. Drona says, no, I am going to teach Kauravas and Pandavas, and my best disciple is Arjuna. I am going to teach him. I cannot teach to such a low caste tribal prince as Ekalavya. But Ekalavya, in his mind, he had made a firm resolve to have Dronacharya as the Guru. He made a stone image of Dronacharya, a clay image of Dronacharya. And in front of that image, knowing fully well that this image that he has made is his real Guru, he started practicing archery. And what a great archer he became. He worshipped the image as the living Drona. That by itself enabled him to enable mastery in archery. In fact, Ekalavya was a much better archer than even Arjuna, whom Dronacharya had trained to be the best archer in the world. So that is how faith can make a tremendous difference. Have faith in your Guru. Just don't consider your Guru as a mere human Guru. No. The Guru that you have got, the Guru that we get is the representation of that ultimate Satchidananda Guru. So don't mix in, and then Sri Ramakrishna also gives a word of caution to the householders. He says, don't mix intimately with the Brahmin Pandits. The Brahmin Pandits, they have their own selfish interests in telling you something. So don't mix, only mix with the real Guru that comes to you in the form of Satchidananda. Their only concern is to earn money. All these so-called Brahmin Pandits, their only concern is to earn money. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, I have seen Brahmin priests reciting the Chandi while performing Swastyayana. I have seen these Pandits, how they recite the Chandi. They just keep on turning away the pages. Their heart is not in that recitation. Their heart is not in those prayers. They don't have the prayerful attitude at all. All their focus is, at the end of my chanting the Chandi, the host should give me this money. It is hard to tell whether they are reading the sacred book or something else. They turn half the pages without reading them. That is what happens with the cheat gurus, the cheaters, Sri Ramakrishna says. One should be very careful of such people. But when the Guru appears as a representation of the Satchidananda, then one should have complete faith in the Guru's words. Don't go after these money-earning priests, Sri Ramakrishna says. Go after the genuine Guru. And the Lord will, if your earnestness, if your yearning is so genuine, the Satchidananda will send this genuine Guru to you. The Satchidananda will send you the genuine teacher to show you the genuine path towards liberation. So that is what Sri Ramakrishna is teaching to us today in terms of how to have faith in the Guru, in Guru's words, and lead the path of spirituality towards our liberation, towards our understanding, towards attaining that Brahmajnana. Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaaya. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Thakur, Jai Ma, Jai Swamiji.